We're here at John O'Quinn Field. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the return, it's Page. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes Wyatt Young. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Heaves it on the run. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throws it back. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right back to the well. Nice move to keep running. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hits inside, it's Hawkins. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense would be in a really good position all game long.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Keyshawn Henderson. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the air, it's Henderson. Under pressure. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3, and that defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pass to 6. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Let's talk for a second about Houston. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Play action on 1st down. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Left side is Young. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, new head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team, David. When you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Mestamaker. Absolutely lit up college football a year ago. He's got so much talent. He's got size. He's deadly accurate. I don't think anybody doubts this offense is going to be electrifying right out of the gate.
And nobody doubts this offense, but Drew Mestamaker was doubted his whole life. That dude did not start one high school football game. Not a single one. To do what he did at North Texas and now to come to the Cowboys and lead a new squad with Eric Morris, I look forward to big things happening for Oklahoma State because they brought a lot of talent with the running back spot, with the receiver spot. This should be an offense that's carbon copied and ready to go.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. To the air, it's Henderson. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Keeps it and gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Houston. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Page. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right back to it. Plows through the defense. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Hauls it in. Nice move there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Turns it upfield, and he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Long way to go on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They don't need a bunch on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Left side is Young. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He got it. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Henderson. Finds the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Selling the fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. one. No room to bring it back. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Hawkins. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Hawkins. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Ducks in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, his conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On the move. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. The fake wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Young. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Holds on, it's Young. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got his man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Hit as he throws, and he gets it away.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. On the return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pulls it on the option. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on the counter. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Hughes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. We're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Spins away from the defense. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cougar! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Four-yard drive there, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably... He had just taken the touchback. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick give. It's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. On the run, it's Hughes. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've added their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Quick strike. Offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Right side, it's Young. Could not make his way to the corner. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Can't find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Grab near the marker, it's Broussard. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Looking for a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Plows his way ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Houston will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Young. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Look out. Gets away, still looking. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer,